kitchen. I'm over inventorying my spices. I got spices everywhere. I got them up there. I got them up there. I got them up there. You'd be surprised. Got them up there. Man, I tell you, I'm one guy that has a lot of spices. If anybody's got them, I got them. All right, hey, Slap here. I am making a quick video on Food Slap. This is the official first video on the Food Slap, okay? Basically, it's Food Slap, but you'll hear me call it the Food Slap, okay? The logo will say the Food Slap also. Need to know, curious, how do y'all like the name? Did y'all like it? Was it something that y'all can deal with, work with? I know that when I posted the 2 logos that I asked, and thanks to all you guys that send in your comments. I got a lot of comments, and I thank y'all for that. And thank y'all for sending most of them on the instant messenger or whatever they call it, so they wouldn't show on the comments. Because a lot of people don't like to put in the comments or whatever. They don't like other people reading them, which that's okay, no problem. You know, I'm easy. You know, I mean, not easy, but you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, thank you guys for voting on that. It was the culinary slap, and then it was the food slap. Everybody, I got more numbers. Okay, the winner is the one that got the most numbers, and it was the food slap. So thank y'all for voting, and I appreciate y'all doing that. And we're gonna work with that one. Now the other question I do have is the actual logo itself. Do you think I should change that logo up, or you think that logo is gonna go good on a shirt? Because I'm thinking about putting it on a shirt or putting it on some koozies. And I'm thinking about doing that very soon, okay? And we'll be giving some shirts out at first. But after that, we're going to be selling them. I mean, they're all going to go for sale. They won't be, you know. Because that's the only way I can fund the food slap. That's the only way I can fund what I do. Fund, like money, fun. Not fun, you know. So if y'all would, let me know what y'all think, if y'all like that logo. Okay, that's the next question. Do you like the logo? Is that a good logo, or y'all think I should change it? Keep the name, but change the logo. Okay, that's the question now. The Food Slap is going to be the name. All right. And again, I thank all you guys for voting. Let me talk about why we changed. Reason I changed from Slap Recon. I did say I was going to know more Slap Recon, but what I decided, because a lot of people were getting with me and asking me if I thought that was a good idea. And, you know, yeah, I did. I mean, that's why I'm doing it. But some people kind of like want to keep that, because there's people that are not related to food on Slap Recon, if that makes sense. So they're kind of like, well, we thought we were going to get you to come back and maybe you can do this, like Comic-Cons and some of the for Halloween, a lot of stuff that goes on during that time. So I'm going to keep Slap Recon on Facebook, because I was going to take that off. So I'm going to leave it there, but what I decided to do is I'm not going to be using it too much, very, very seldom. And if I do use it, most likely it's going to be for something like that. It won't be no food related on there though. So if I don't do a food related one, which I'm going to be focusing on now, then you won't be seeing the Slap Recon. The page will be there on Facebook and YouTube, but I won't any new stuff. So anyway, so that's why I decided to change the name, because a lot of people, you know, they didn't want the food side. A lot of people from the food side don't want to read the Halloween side or the other stuff, you know, the paranormal side. So that's okay. We'll do it this way. And I had been wanting to do this anyway. This is what I wanted to do in the beginning. In fact, when I first started, I had wanted to do a food deal, but you know, this is where we're at. So we're gonna stick where we're at. And okay, so where I got the name Slap, okay, Food Slap. Well, food, because it's going to be a food vlog and a tutorial, okay? So, and then Slap, a lot of people didn't know that Slap is related to food. You know, slap your mama, slap your daddy, slap, you know, slap this, slap that, you know, slap that brisket, slap the ham. If you look up Slap, you'll see there'll be a lot of different topics on that, telling you, you know, there is a food. Now I know it has to do with slapping, you know, around and all that and that, but that's not the Slap that I am. It's all about food. Because when I first did my first business, I've said this before, it was surf your, it was slap your daddy surf and turf. Okay, can't get my tongue right again. But anyway, so that's kind of like why I did that. Slap being a food related kind of a deal. Now I was using it in that relation, not the, slap relation. So anyway, that's where slap came. So slap, the food slap comes from food and slap, and I just thought I'd combine those together, and that'd be the new logo, because that kind of like that would be me. Okay, it kind of like addresses who I am. Okay, now what's in store? We're going to be doing some restaurants again. The only thing is, it's going to be like Slap Recon 2.0. We're going to go outside the box. A lot of the Slap Recon was all Pasadena area. I don't live in Pasadena. I live right next to it. It's just right there. And so I was doing a lot of the restaurants that were kind of closer to me. And some of the ones in South Houston, which is up that side. This is a trifecta where I'm at. South Houston is over there. Pasadena's right there. Houston's over here. So it's kind of weird how it works over here. But of course, Houston being the biggest or the largest. So what I decided to do is I'm not going to be doing many of those anymore. What we're going to do is start going outside the box. We're going to be going surrounding Houston area. Now, we're going to highlight more restaurants doing that. We're also going to highlight a lot of cooking, barbecue cooking. A lot of times, here in Texas, we got a lot of barbecue smokers and cookers. We got a lot of competition. There is a lot. And I used to know a lot of people in it, because when I was doing my barbecue, when I did my barbecue business, I had a lot of people try to get me to come out and cook briskets for them to compete. I'm not a competition guy. I don't believe in that. I'm just saying, it wasn't for me. I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. And I had people that wanted to pay me, and I just wouldn't do it. Never did it. Okay, so I'm just going to say that right now. I never have and never will. But there are teams, and if some of them teams reach out, then the food slap will go out there to them, and we'll go ahead and highlight them. And that's basically what we want to do. We're also going to do kitchen cooking. We're going to be cooking inside the kitchen. The stove that I got here, that stove is going to get pulled out. Because when they built my house, they put everything, like that. But this particular stove is too weak for me. That stove there, I cook way too much for that stove. And, I have a stove. It's in storage. I'll be bringing that over here. That one, I don't know. I think I'm going to let my daughter just give it to a friend of hers or something, I believe. I'm not going to use it. I don't want it around here, put it that way. I need it out of here. So she says she has a friend that might need it, and have at it. If she wants to sell it or whatever to him, make a little $100 or something, I don't really care. That's her business. I just need it out. I want my stove in here. That's how bad I want my stove in here. My stove is a bigger stove. It's a better stove, way stronger, and I can just cook on it a lot easier, because the BTUs that kick out of the burners are a little higher than these type of stoves. Plus, it's got a convection oven on it, so I know exactly how to time my stove. These without convections and without timers, all that, it kind of throw me off, because I ain't cooked on those since I was like, what, 12? So I'm going to bring my baby back. I want my baby back, so we're going to do that. So we'll be doing some kitchen cooking. Now, I did do a few videos already. I did some. I'm just debating whether I want to release them or do I want to go ahead and redo them. So we'll see. Me and Riso will be involved in this, and we're not sure. I'm not sure on how much. He's really not sure. So I can say we're not sure on how much he'll be involved, but he will be involved, and maybe he can come out. Maybe he's just going to come and hold the camera. Maybe he's just going to come out and maybe do a little cooking on his own. We'll just jump back and forth. But we're going to find out. We'll work that out as we go. Now, when I said going out, here's just a couple of things. And when I say a couple, it's only a couple. We're going to be going out to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is one that I've never gone to. Well, I've been to a Buc-ee's, but I never took a camera in there. This time we're going to go in with a camera. I know that a lot of people go to Buc-ee's, but you don't see many of them go in there and highlight the food. Like take a brisket sandwich and taste it, or biscuit. I don't know, wherever they got it. I never ate there, so I don't know. Try to highlight that, and let's just see what it's got. They don't need me doing that, but I'm just going to do it for the heck of it. So we'll do that. Taste a couple of items, see what they are. And then what's the deal with these beaver nuggets? I have no clue what the hell that is, man. I really don't. I asked Ricio, and he couldn't really give me a solid answer because he really doesn't know too much about it anyway. But what's the big hype on it, man? I want to find out. If it's a big deal, fine, it's a big deal. But if it's not, it's like, what the hell, man? Don't waste your time. I think personally it may be some kind of a kiddie snack. I don't know. Tell me what you know about Buc-ee's, about the food. Other one, Baytown. There's some places in Baytown that we want to hit. Definitely want to go out there. I know that they have this big meat market. Been there for a long time. And they sell some great barbecue from what I understand. So we're thinking about going out there to do that one. Problem with that one, it gets real crowded. And some places, like those restaurants and stuff, when you go in there and they're too crowded, and you turn on a camera and you're walking in there with a camera or whatever, some people get uncomfortable with that. I don't know why. I mean, that's up to them. Warrants or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know why. Some people are just camera shy. I really am too, believe it or not. And so we'll see. And if it looks like we can do that, because usually they got line all the time. So I got to try that out, you know. So we'll see what we can do on that one. But then the other one I got is we're going to hit this place where they got, for those of you who know what a torta is, a lot of people don't, and I know that you don't, because there's a lot of people here that are not from Texas, and I know that you've never heard of that, but you'll find out what it is when I do this. But a torta is kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I can say maybe like it's maybe a Mexican burger type of deal, but it's on a roll, you know, more of a roll, you know, like a French bread roll or something like that, about this big maybe, yeah. Well, we're going to go to a place that's got them about this big, and I'm not kidding you on that. They're like triple the size of a regular one. They're the only place that have it that I found, and I've been looking around to see if there was anybody else closer, because this is a little further, but it doesn't matter, we're going to go to it. So we'll be doing that. They're called torta gigante. Gigante meaning giant. Torta, the roll. So we're going to go do that, and we'll put that on here too. Give me comments on that. Anybody has a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like what you're watching, please subscribe. If you want to be one that's going to really support us, subscribe. There's going to be some giveaways on this one. We're getting ready to do some giveaways. So let me see who you are. Hopefully when we get some shirts, we're working on that now. Tell me what y'all think about the logo. If y'all think that's a good logo, I'm going to go with those. We'll be passing some out. We'll see. A few. We won't get them all out, but we'll get some out. See, also, on the YouTube, when I do the cooking, in the beginning, the cooking's going to be a lot of shorts. You know what a YouTube short is, so it's going to be that. So that's where you're going to find those. I'm not going to do a strung out video on them at first. We're just going to do some shorts, and I won't have the ingredients listed. So if you watch the short, you're going to see that you can get an idea of how to do it. You're just not going to know what I'm using. I'm going to show you each one that I'm putting in, but I'm not going to highlight. I'm not going to put on there, you know, the ingredient. So if you want that, you have to, in the comments, you have to get with me or go to our email, and I'll send you the total ingredients and what you'll need to do that. The recipe itself, how's that? And then that should be, oh, you know what? There is one thing I'm going to mention. This was supposed to kick off a little while back, but I had kind of like I don't know, a slap in the face. So it turned out that I had an accident in my vehicle. So I've been kind of down. And this accident was before Christmas. Yeah, definitely before Christmas. And a week or two before. And my vehicle still ain't fixed. And they barely came out to fix it. Now the bad thing about that is they want to total it out. I don't want my vehicle totaled out. That's my baby. So I'm going to do what I can I'm going to do whatever I can to keep my vehicle. I'll pay to get it fixed myself. I don't need no one fixed. I don't need them. So I'm going to see what happens. So I've been without a vehicle. But so what we're going to end up doing, I'll get with Ricio, and you know, we'll just get him. We'll just use his vehicle, one of his 3 vehicles, and we'll get out there with that, and that way we can start hitting the streets. That's why we've been waiting. And you know what? There's one more thing I am going to mention, and I forgot about this thing. Well, actually, there's 2. I just saw the 3rd one. I'm sorry. I'm a little discombobulated again. I'm always discombobulated. So anyway, we're gonna do another one. It's barbacoa. I don't know if anybody knows what barbacoa is. Y'all gonna get some real authentic Mexican food in these, man. I don't know. I thought I'd shoot them in there. Even though most of my cooking are gonna be Asian inspired, I'll shoot some of these on there just to throw some authenticity. What do you got? Can't even say the word. Authentic Mexican food. Okay. The barbacoa is something that a lot of people, if you heard the ingredients, you're going to want it, and I'm going to tell you what the ingredient is right now. And but it requires you got to have I don't know. Not everybody can eat it. A lot of people, when they hear what it is, they're like, "Oh, hey, no, I ain't touching that." But it outsells wherever they sell it. Believe it or not, down here it does. I mean, South Texas. I'm talking about all South Texas. I don't care what restaurant you go into. I bet you anything, if they sell barbacoa, they're gonna sell out. It's actual cow head. That's what it is. They steam the cow, the head itself, and all the meat falls off. Of course, not with the hair on or nothing like that. And it's seasoned. And then they put it in a tortilla and put whatever you want in there, hot sauce, or a lot of people like onion and cilantro, and add stuff to it and make it a picadillo, they call it. Anyway, you'll learn on that day what that is. So hopefully you like that. We're also going to Galveston. We'll do some Galveston on out there, but we're not going for the seafood. Think about that. So Galveston. If y'all don't know where Galveston, Texas is, I'm sure everybody does. It's on the water. It's right at the end of Texas borderline. It's right there at the water. There's a big beach, the Gulf of Mexico right there. Or now the Gulf of America, I'm sorry. And we're gonna go down there, but we're not gonna do seafood. Mauricio, when I told him about that one, the first thing he thought was seafood. I don't know. I said, no, we're not. What? I said, I have to show you. But it's gonna be interesting. But we will eventually do seafood. I'm not, we'll get to it. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think that's it. That's all I got for now. I gotta get my seasons, put them back up, because I always go to them about this time of the month to go ahead and decide which ones I need to start buying, because I'm gonna make sure I restock everything when this thing starts. I wanna make sure I have everything in line. I don't wanna reach and have a half a bottle or empty bottle or something, because, man, that just teased me off. So we're not gonna do that. All right. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thank you guys for jumping over to this page on Facebook. And I just ask that you please come over to YouTube now and start subscribing. Anybody who's on Facebook, tell your friends. Anybody else that's on Facebook for Slap Recon and whatnot, come on over. The water's fine. Jump on in. Because we're gonna need your support. I definitely need your support, because I was kind of like this close to just dropping everything and just walking away. And I really don't want to do that. I really don't. If I get sick again with cancer or something, I will. That's about the only thing right now, or a heart attack, whatever. But if I get a stroke or cancer again, I will walk away. I will have to. I don't think I'll be strong enough to come back. I'm lucky I came back strong enough this time. So thanks again, guys, for watching, supporting. Don't forget, subscribe. There's a button down there called the like button. You see it down there? Right there. Yeah, hit that and it'll give a like, and it tells me how many people actually saw and liked the video. That way I can keep a running record on what's going on here. Don't forget, it's going to be gift cards given away, and they're going to be coming real soon. The first one, I think, is $25. How about two $25 gift cards? Let's do that. So stay tuned, and you'll learn and know how you can win. Don't forget, tell me about the logo. Tell me what logo. You think the logo is good enough? Let me know. Hey, I gotta run. It's drink 30. Gotta run. Hey, that's the Food Slap, and we'll see you on the next.